The seventh day is the Sabbath. See that? I mean, you can't get away from it. Then he says, I testify against them in the day wherein they sold victuals. There dwelt men in Tyrus also therein, which bought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, listen, what evil thing is this that you do, and profane the Sabbath day? See that? What day is the Sabbath? The seventh day. It's not the no moon Sabbath. No. God's Sabbath is the seventh day. And look what he says. He said, did not your fathers thus, and did not our God bring all this evil upon us and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath. My sisters and brothers, I'm telling you, I am afraid of him. I reverence him. Look, if I didn't have to go to work on the Sabbath, I wouldn't go. But I have no choice. And he knows that. But I remembered I got it up here. And as soon as I get off, I make a beeline to my dwelling place. Right here. At home. And I don't leave. Why? Because I am remembering his Sabbath. Now, let's look at something else here. Let us go back to Exodus 20. See, because we need to see this. We need to understand this. Exodus chapter 20. We worrying about the moons and all about that. See, listen, let me tell you something. We cannot do all those days because those days the priest was operating on the moon Sabbath and all those feasts. If you go back and read it, there was a priest there doing the burnt offerings, doing all the burnt offerings and all that. There were a priest. We didn't have a priest now. But on the Sabbath day, he says, remember it and do no work on it. Even though we are in Egypt, you have to work because of your master and because of their customs in this hellhole that you live in. But if you go back and read the Exodus, he told Moses to tell Pharaoh to let my people go, that they may come and worship me. Huh? See, so he's going to do the same thing here. He knows that we can't do it properly, but he still wants you to remember it. That's all. Just remember it. And do the best you can. Just don't go out and say, well, okay, well, we're in Egypt. Well, I ain't gonna worry about it. That's the wrong approach. I guarantee you, that's the wrong approach. Because what you're saying is, oh, forget about him. Even though it's right in the pages, remember. Keep it holy. See that? Even if you can't keep the whole day, keep what you can keep. Holy unto him. At least you're showing him that you reverence him and that you trust him. But when you just go all out and say, well, I ain't worried about that's over. I can't do it. No, you don't want to do it. That's what it is. And they here in this hellhole, they plan everything around the Sabbath. Everything. All your sales, all the best deals, overtime, on your job, all that. Everything. Get your car worked on. Go buy clothes, go buy food. All the necessities is based around on the Sabbath. and nobody can see it. That is to show God disrespect. Israel, that is to continue to get you further and further away from your God. And when you throw up your hands and say, well, forget about the Sabbath, I can't do it, then you're just telling God, well, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, even if it was only 15 seconds, he said, at least you thought about me 15 seconds. Remember it. And keep it holy. Keep it holy for 15 seconds. At least you're showing him that you're trying. But when you throw up your hand and say, well, okay, forget about it, I'm done. We can't do that. We got all these other. Here you are. You're worrying about all these festive days, all these new moon Sabbath that are through all the middle of the week and whatnot. But yet and still, you don't want to reverence the seventh day, as he said. Now let's look at this thing again here, Exodus 20. Let's look at verse 8. He says, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. See that? Now let's jump down to verse 11. He says, for in 6 days the Lord made heavens and the earth, the sea and all that in them is, and rest the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath and the Sabbath day and hallowed it. My sisters and brothers, the seventh day is the Sabbath. I don't care what anybody says. God is the one that said it. And I'm saying what God says. And I ain't changing. So anybody else want to do anything else, that's up to you. You'll never be able to persuade LD any other way. God said the seventh day is the Sabbath, and I don't care whether I was on Pluto or any other planet. The Sabbath day on that planet is the Sabbath that I will honor the Most High on. So I mean, if there are individuals that don't want to do it, then hey, that's up to you. But I'm not going to waver. Until next time, my sisters and brothers. Shalom.
You're in the middle of an epic mix with DJ ZX.
Together. Hey, hey, yes I am. Trouble don't last always. I'm so glad. Hey, yes I am. Trouble don't last always. Can I get a witness? I'm so glad. Hey, 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 hey. Trouble don't last always. A friend of mine. In time, storm cloud line, he'll be there. All your burdens, I know the Lord help you to bear. I'm so glad. No, 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 no. child with no father, for that man that doesn't have a place to stay, and for that little boy living with AIDS.
Can I tell you a story, tell you a story?
You can lean on me.
There's a man, standing on the corner. He has no home, he has no food, and his blue skies are gone. Yes, it is. Can you hear him crying now?